Good morning. Welcome back to the Ohio farm here in Ohio Richlands. It's now mid-May. We ended up the last episode we were working over at the West place, and it was still pretty early in the morning. Off camera, I did some work over there. Bing! I can't talk and try and capture this basketball at the same time. Okay, so over at the West place, what we did off camera is we took a bucket of barley out of the grain bin and we fed the chickens. We emptied the rest of the forage mixer wagon into the cow shed to feed the cows. We did the afternoon, the second milking of the day. We took that milk, we put it into the farm dairy over there, which may or may not still be running. Probably ran out of it. We took the pallets of butter and the pallet of maple syrup that we had. We put it in the back of the reefer truck to go ahead and put some more stuff in there and get that delivered probably today. And then when we came over here, we had a late or mid-afternoon storm roll through. So it was raining. We had tomatoes here in the garden, and we took those and we put them down underneath the shed over here. So we're storing our honey pallets and our vegetable pallets over there. Do we have honey to move? Looks like we're one crate short of a full pallet. Yep. I moved the gator into the shed so that I could put the tomatoes here. So that's where the tomatoes are. And that's kind of where we're at. No used machinery came up. Actually, a self-propelled forage mixer wagon came up like 63% off, but I'm not sure that's something we need to get. What we have works fine for us right now. That's probably like for a really big dairy operation or cattle operation. We're not that. So we're mid-May. June, I think the barley will be ready to harvest. And then July, canola and wheat, I think. Not 100% sure on that, but I believe that's what we're looking at. So today, I don't know, we'll go over to the West place, see what we have to do. And we'll check, see if there are contracts, which I hope maybe there are, because I don't think we really have a lot we need to do. So let's go ahead and take a look. Of course, we do need to make sure we have like $435,000 come July when that big canola field's going to be ready. We should probably buy it in June just to make sure it doesn't get away from us. Let's see. Let's take a look at used equipment. So there's the that forage mixer wagon. Ooh, a Fendt 500 Fabric. This was my favorite tractor in FS19, and there was a mod for a tuning version, which took you up to like 180 or 190 horsepower. Let's see, a Massey Ferguson 6700S. Don't need that at all. I don't know if we need another tractor, and if we did get one, I'd probably like to get an older. Man, that Fendt, that's so cheap too. This is not bad either. 61% off as a replacement for the John Deere. What's it got? 40.3 hours on it. What's our John Deere got on it? Probably about that, actually. I don't know if we'd be doing ourselves any favors. Let's see what we got for hours. Yeah, it's kind of equal in hours, so I don't see that as being necessarily an improvement. Now let's check contracts, I guess. Deere over there, yeah. Contracts. There's a weeding contract. Field 26. That's Rogers. We could do that. We could use the John Deere for that. Why don't we do that? We'll take that. We'll do that. So we'll take the John Deere over to the west place. We'll see what's going on over there. We'll grab the weeder. We'll come over and we'll do Rogers Field for him. Seems like a plan. Gives us something to do some farming. I don't think we have anything to do on our fields, really, to be certain. In my free time, I've been having a little bit of a play around on Alma, Missouri, utilizing my PS4. Kind of liking it. It's got a couple of shortcomings I don't particularly like. The gravel roads don't kick up dust. It's a good map. I like it. I'll try and figure out how to transition to it. Just I got so much going on here in Ohio, you know, and you work so long to get someplace. So what I am thinking, what we'll need to do is that we will need to probably sell everything here, take the money, and go down there. Or we sell the farms up here and the land and maybe some of the equipment, and then we move down there. Can I get in with the duals on the back? I think so. I'm gonna have to watch this side. I think that's good though. I think we're fine. Just need to be careful pulling out. Let's watch it pulling out. There we go. So a couple of things I need to check on over here. I need to check on the fermenting silo here. See where it's at with the grass we put in it. Still going, and the farm dairies, so I'll just turn off from here since I'm here. Okay. Actually, I may have jumped the gun on that because I need to go see how much milk we have in the cows. The CowShed. Oh. 2 more pallets of butter. That gives us 4, I think. I think maybe we're now producing milk. Let's see. 687, that's not much. We'll get it later in the day, I think. And we'll move those pallets of butter later too, maybe after we're done weeding. It'll be alright. It'll be fine. Let's see. How's the eggs coming along? Looks like we got 3 on here now. This one had 4 yesterday. It probably still won't, or no, 2? No, 4 yesterday. It's now got 5, so that's good. This one should be producing more quickly though. It's got more chickens in this pen. Oh, I want to take a straw bale back over for the garden. That's weird. How's that? Oh. That's... Soybeans coming in nicely. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the farm shop. I was gonna put in the, let's see, what were they called? I think they're called self-marketing. It's got like a bending machine for vegetables, but I can't figure out how to uncrate it. Anybody know how to uncrate that on console? Let me know in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. Come down here, help out Roger. He's doing better with his health, in case you're concerned about that. So he hasn't been asking us for too much help, but we're glad to come and help out our neighbor to the south when he needs it. So I'll probably pull up the mini-map just to make sure that this field is flashing, that it is indeed the one that needs to get done. I can see weeds in it, so I'm pretty sure that that is going to be the case. Let's pull up the mini-map. It's flashing. That's correct. Let's start opening this up so we can figure out how far over we need to get. Rooster Mods has a nice weeder that is for kind of row crops. I don't know if it's actually a hoe or not. I don't have it loaded. I need to look for it. I think I did add in his mulch tiller mod, and that's we're probably going to buy that, and we're going to use that on our cornfield after we chop it. I'm pretty sure I haven't used it yet. Oh, I can probably get all the way out to the edge. Can I get these? Yeah, maybe. No, not getting them at the edge. Thought maybe I could. So his mulch tiller, I think it gives you a plowed state, and it also mulches in the same pass. So I think that would be a really good thing to use on cornfields that require the plowing afterwards rather than using the subsoiler. So we won't have to run over it with the knife roller. And then plow it. We can just plow it or use a mulch tiller. Do both at once. It's not that wide. I think it's almost 6 meters wide. You can get it, I think, in 3 different widths, working widths, depending on how many shanks it has on it. And the largest one, I think it's 13 shanks, requires 190 horsepower. Might go perfectly behind that John Deere 4750. Or this, we're driving it. Sitting here talking about it. It's like talking about yourself in the third person when you're talking about the tractor you're driving and not saying this. It's a little slow doing this weeding, so we'll probably end up starting a time lapse here pretty soon. This might take a little while. Good part of the morning. But yeah, I think the options of that mulch tiller that I want will end up costing me about $25,000. $25,000. When I say that, I notice something. Nice morning here. Take a look at something here quick. There, I think that's better. There's stones in here. It's gonna beat up my weeder. I think it's already a little beat up. Probably could run by the home place after this, since we're in the neighborhood, and take a look at it. Think we're getting the weeds. Suppose I should try and get all the way out to the edge, though. So I wonder if you have row crop tires on your tractor as designated in the store, does that mean that you can drive through a row crop field after the initial growth states without damaging the crops? I'd be interested to know the answer to that, because they're not narrows per se, although maybe they are. I mean, there are some narrows that are like, whoa, those are narrows. A lot of times, smaller tractor that you're using with a sprayer or something, or sometimes sprayers, when they have the narrows, they really have narrow tires. I think there's a difference between row crop and narrows, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a terminology difference in the game. Like, the game likes to call what we got here on the 4755 in the shop menu or the store menu. It likes to refer to them as, or it refers to them as twins, whereas in North America, well, at least the United States, they're called duals. I frequently call them twins just because that's what it says in the store menu. They are duals. All right, I've probably talked long enough. We can do the time lapse. That certainly took a lot longer than I expected. It was a big field though, and doing it at 7 miles an hour, it's definitely going to take some time. Ooh, look at that. Deer back here. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be much other work to do today. We'll keep an eye on contracts. We'll check used equipment again. As far as what we got going on, we got some stuff we can sell, and it looks like I'll go up this way. There we go. There it is. Looks like we need to go over and check the selling place, put another bale in there, make sure we got that kind of passive income coming in. So we'll have maple syrup that has to go to the sell everything container, so when we are over there with the truck selling stuff, we can check on that. Bathtub. Yeah, you know, it's just time, the diesel, and the wear and tear on the equipment. It's the only expense we have doing mechanical weeding, so we've got this big old weeder. Doesn't hurt, get a little bit of use out of it. We could have borrowed equipment, but I think it would have been a smaller weeder. Should have parked over here in the shade, actually. We won't be here very long. Just run up, talk to Roger, get paid. Through the front door. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could. I didn't need to turn in. Yeah. So wow, that was an easy $4,300, right? We'll see how much maintenance is going to cost us, though. We'll take this back to the home place here. We're fairly close. And then we'll, I think we'll give it a wash. Give the tractor a rinse, too, and grab the tools and see if we can get that maintenance bar a little higher. I think most of that is on the weeder, but we'll check. Make sure the tractor's good too. One of these days we're going to do something with that stone pile. And after we harvest this wheat, I think we need to get those 3 straw bales that are on the back side of the field out of there. We need to make small straw bales this season too. Replenish that shed over there. Grab the pressure washer here, clean this up a little bit. If I remember right, we picked this weeder up used. It's an awful big one, but makes the weeding job a little quicker. Could you imagine doing that Rogers Field with a small weeder? This one's got like a, I think 12 meter spread on it. Is there one bigger? There might be. It's a pretty good size though, so it works for us. Yeah, I think that ought to do it. I'm gonna just grab the toolbox, bring it over. Be a little easier. This is probably one of my favorite mods in the game. Oh, wow, $2,000 repair on the tractor. And then almost $600 on the weeder, but it was, yeah, it needs it. I'm not gonna worry about that. Now that we're over here, we can check. Yep, the pallet is complete. So why don't we get that while we're here? Move that out of the way. We got, yep, room to maneuver. I really should get the pallet forks that go for a skid steer that's got like the step through on it, but it's just another mod to have to download and install. Not gonna do the same what I did last time with the honey pallets and end up trying to put 4 in the back of the pickup and stacking them. That doesn't work out very well. Let's see what spawns. Probably won't be much. Anything gonna spawn? That's pretty unusual. Probably got it just as it filled, I guess. I would like to get the lizard skid steer sometime that's in the Bobcat colors. That would be cool. But this one came with the farm originally. I think some people early on in the series suggested that I get rid of it, but you know, you can see now that we clearly have a use for it. I'm gonna walk over just to look at the garden again. Like, we put manure, so we've got manure and fertilizer in here. Hopefully it's producing at twice the speed it would otherwise. I don't know. Alright, we'll go back over the west place. I guess we got some pallets we can sell, probably. Should we check used machinery before we go anywhere? Sure, why not? No. Nothing for us. Would be nice to get a big forage harvester, but what we have works. Small. We're still kind of small. Maybe when we get to Missouri, because I think the fields on that map are pretty large, so we would want even larger equipment. And I've never gotten to the point where I've really got, you know, like a Steiger or some of the really big stuff. And some of those fields in Alma, Missouri are pretty large. I think that might be a good way to go about it, is to go down there with a lot of money, a lot of, you know, rather than starting at the beginning like we generally always do. We never really get huge, so it might be the Let's Play or the map to get huge on. Although it's annoyingly slow, I do like this John Deere. Seems like a lot of map makers, especially on North America maps, tend to want to give you this as one of your start tractors. Like Alma, Missouri has a 4755. It doesn't have the duals on it, but it's a darn good tractor. I mean, good horsepower with a 190. It's no slouch. Tricky to see with that tree in the way. Okay. I want to give the telehandler a little bit of room, but I can probably give it a lot more than that. How's my depth perception? Ooh, that's pretty darn good. I think I'll leave it that way. Hey, I want to thank you, Pear, for pointing out the weight on the back of the wheel loader. I did come and fix that. I had somehow selected the weight and adjusted it back so that there was a huge gap here. Might have noticed in the last episode. He mentioned it in the comments, and I took a look at that and fixed it, so it's more visually appealing now. We'll leave this right here. Ooh, man, she looks good, all shined up, huh? Not really scratched up too much either, really. A bit there, maybe. There's one thing in FS19, when you would wash your equipment, all the scratches and stuff would go away. So I like that they have it here. Do the scratches go away when you repair? No. You can still see some wear on it. Okay, got the butter pallets. I think we'll take the small Massey down by the maple trees, see if there's any maple syrup down there. We've got one pallet in here. I guess we'll leave the doors closed for now. But yeah, we got 1 pallet of maple syrup, 2 pallets of butter in here. We'll grab those after we check for the maple syrup. That way we'll try and stack the maple syrup on each other. So if we end up going to more than one sell point, the butter will be at the back and, well, stacked on top of each other. Maple syrup won't sell anywhere but the sell everything container, but the butter could go to a couple of different places. So we'd go to the sell everything container last if we wanted to sell butter, but we'd want the butter on the floor or on top of butter so that they'd be stacked and fall and then sell. Fork view. Are there 2 over here? Uh-oh. That's one we can handle. We'll grab them both, but one of them's gonna stay here and sell next time. It does not like to stack. I should probably bring like that Brockman trailer over to put this stuff in. Start selling with that rather than putting it in the back of the pickup, or I don't know, where we need to do our farm shop. I was talking about that earlier, right? Yeah. The vegetable vending machine I haven't figured out that goes with the self-marketing. I'd like to put in one of like the self-marketing buildings, but I could put in, you know, some easy ups. It's what you have to do for the maple syrup. There's an egg one that's like a Polish egg tent. That would be a good one too. And then there's a vegetable one that goes with the greenhouse that has the watermelons, so we could put that in and we'd have like 3 easy ups. Might be the way to start until we expand it a little bit. It'd be nice to be able to sell our butter and our cheese or whatever directly here, though, at a higher price. I'll have to look at those mods again, see what I can find. Yeah, I know, I'm not trying to deliver it there, I was just driving in the shade. I think we'll put it here on the concrete. And then we'll grab that top one. Put that in the back of the truck. We'll load the butter in here and then we'll be able to take it and sell it. So you got 2 butters in there and one maple syrup. We're not going to be able to get it in all the way. Put it back as far as we can. We'll skid it forward when we're putting the butter pallet in. So the truck's all loaded up. Got 4 pallets of butter and 2 pallets of maple syrup. So this gets a little unstable too when you got this much stuff in it. So you do have to be really careful about your steering inputs. Oops. Wow, why are we doing that? Ooh, is that Citron yellow? Nice. Wish I could get one of those. All right, let's check the prices here. Okay, so we know that we're looking for butter. We know that we have to take the 1,500 to sell everything. Campground restaurant. Is that worth it? 30 per 1,000. How much do we have? I don't know. Why not? Go to the campground restaurant. We haven't been there in quite a while, I don't think. Test my driving skills. We'll see if it makes the editing cut or not. What do we talk about on the way? I don't know. Talk about premium expansion coming out. I'm pretty excited for the premium expansion. And what are we, 3-4 weeks away of it? New equipment, new crop types. The carrots look interesting. It'll all be kind of interesting. It'll be fun to do something new and different. Ooh. Oh, use your turn signal, man. Here, I felt bad because I was pulling out in front of them. Oh, look, somebody escaped California. Oh, that's kind of close. Hard to get U-Hauls in California. Whenever one shows up, somebody rents it, takes it out of state. You've got to figure out how you're going to get one again. Nobody's driving U-Hauls to California unless they're doing it as a favor to U-Haul. I wonder if U-Haul employs people to drive empties, deadhead them into California for everybody trying to escape. The competition farm shop. Ours is not going to be that nice. Maybe someday. Probably not going to happen during the series, I don't think. Oh, what did he get in after the tractor pull? Cotton. attention what's going on here. Campground restaurant. Oh, there's the sheriff. There's an ATV park here. We should come over here. We need to build ourselves like a little off-road vehicle. Alright, let's open the doors just to make sure. I know maple syrup sucked in here. Let's make sure all the butter is sold. It did. I think you could walk down the side of the road. Alright, here we are. Still everything. Open the door to make sure. Yep, everything's gone. Let's pull down here. And grab a bale, put it into the selling place. And then I guess we'll head home. Right here. Try and get the angle right. Give me $1 for a little bit. There we go. How up there? Drop it in. Yep, that'll work. Is this tall enough to cut? Is that fully grown? Might be. Yeah, I think that's less growth state. We could cut that, I guess. I don't know, should we do that off camera? Maybe. We might could do that off camera. Or maybe we leave it till tomorrow and do it on camera. Maybe contract will show up though. Hard to say. I don't want to drag out May 2 any more than I have to if nothing's really going to happen. This Nebraska Jim's out for a walk. I don't know, I think that's probably all she wrote for May 2. We'll keep an eye on used machinery sales always. We'll also keep an eye open for any contracts that might come available, but that may be all we do for the day. I mean, I could come back in the afternoon and go cut that grass on camera for the next episode, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what we really want to be doing. Oh my. Came in there a little aggressively. See what the cows are doing. Maybe we can move some milk over. Yeah, I'll probably wait till a little later in the day. I could probably put some feed in the pasture with the calves that look like they're full-grown cows. Can't remember what this holds. Trigger should be around here somewhere. Does it hold like 50? 60, got 12 in there. So we're okay for cows. I mean, we don't need to put a barn in just yet. Yeah, 11 o'clock. I appreciate you hanging out with me here at the Ohio Farm. I know your time is valuable to you, and I appreciate you just spend a little of it here with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. We'll see you next time.
PlayStation